Have you ever wondered what makes a giant shopping center or a massive office building actually work? What makes it tick? It's not just about location, location, location. Turns out there's often a hidden force, a single powerful player that can literally make or break the entire investment. And if you understand that player, you can understand a whole lot about the market.
So think about the last time you went to a mall. What actually pulled you in? What got you to drive all the way over there? Was it some tiny boutique? Or was it that huge Target or that massive grocery store that really drew you in? Well, that is the secret ingredient we're talking about today.
Yep, that one key player is what the industry calls an anchor tenant. And as you're about to see, they are the definition of a double-edged sword. They are a property's greatest asset and, at the same time, its biggest risk.
So let's break it down. What exactly is an anchor? Honestly, the best way to think about it is like the sun in a solar system. It is the absolute center of gravity, and it pulls every other smaller business and shop right into its orbit. Okay, let's look at the official definition. There are two words in here that are absolutely crucial: creditworthy and primary draw. This means an anchor isn't just any big company that takes up a lot of space. No, it has to be a financially solid, reliable name that acts like a powerful magnet for the entire property.
And this isn't just a retail thing. Far from it. In a huge office building, your anchor might be a major corporation or a big law firm that takes up, say, 10 floors. In an industrial park, it could be a massive logistics operator like Amazon. The industry is different, but the role they play, it's exactly the same.
All right, now for the good part, the upside. Landing an anchor tenant is pretty much the holy grail for almost every landlord and developer out there. Let's dig into why that is.
At the end of the day, it all boils down to one simple, powerful concept: foot traffic. A brand like Whole Foods, or a huge corporation, or a major distribution center, these places are destinations all by themselves. They generate a constant, reliable flow of people day in and day out.
And the difference that traffic makes? It's staggering. Look at this. It's not even close. A property with a strong anchor has a built-in customer base from day one. Without it, you're basically just crossing your fingers and hoping people show up. That traffic is the absolute lifeblood of the property. And that lifeblood creates this incredible ripple effect. All of a sudden, banks are way more willing to give you a loan. Big-time institutional investors are calling you, interested in buying. Smaller shops are lining up, begging for a spot. So the big takeaway here is that an anchor doesn't just pay rent, it fundamentally supercharges the value and the stability of the entire asset. Okay, so it sounds like a no-brainer, right? Just get an anchor and you're all set. Well, not so fast. All that power, it comes at a price. And you better believe that anchors know exactly how to use their leverage. This is the central trade-off. This is the heart of the deal. In exchange for all those amazing benefits, the anchor demands huge concessions. They want way cheaper rent, they want more control over their lease, and often they want the power to say who their neighbors can and cannot be. Let's just focus on the rent for a second. The kind of discount an anchor can command is just massive. We're talking 30 to 50%.
Think about that. That's how much less an anchor might be paying per square foot than the little coffee shop right next door. It's basically a giant subsidy, and it's paid for by the higher rents from all those smaller tenants who are desperate for the anchor's foot traffic just to survive.
So this brings us to the landlord's playbook. Signing an anchor tenant is not a simple transaction. It is a high-stakes game of chess, and making a single wrong move in that lease agreement can be absolutely catastrophic. So what's the most dangerous piece on this chessboard? It's a little provision tucked away in the lease called the co-tenancy clause. And this little clause links the fate of every single small tenant directly to the anchor.
And here's how the dominoes fall. It's a chain reaction. Step 1, your big, reliable anchor tenant suddenly closes its doors. They go dark. Step 2, bam! Those co-tenancy clauses are triggered all across the property. This lets all the smaller tenants either slash their rent payments or, even worse, just break their leases and leave. And just like that, your once thriving center becomes a ghost town and the property's value completely craters. Now, this entire high-stakes relationship is changing faster than ever before. The rise of e-commerce, huge shifts in how we work and shop, it has completely rewritten the rules of this game.
We are seeing a huge power shift. The old guard, the traditional department stores, they're in serious decline. So who's rising?
The new kings are the tenants that are resistant to e-commerce. Think high-end grocery stores like Whole Foods. Think gyms and movie theaters. We're even seeing medical offices and apartment buildings becoming the new anchors. The very definition of what an anchor is, it's expanding.
This quote really just nails it, doesn't it? An anchor tenant provides the foundation, the stability, but concentrating all of that importance into one single tenant also creates this massive, single point of failure. It really is the ultimate double-edged sword.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. The next time you're driving around and you see a huge, empty For Lease sign on a massive storefront, you'll know the whole story. You'll know it's not just another vacancy. It could be the first domino to fall. And the real question is that a warning sign of a coming collapse, or is it a golden opportunity for a whole new kind of anchor to come in and redefine the entire property? Thanks for joining this explainer.